Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm so glad you can join me on this brand new video for another Read Aloud video. So, I'd like to thank you for subscribing to my channel to hit the notification. I hope you enjoyed watching my videos so far. I'm glad you enjoy it, guys, and thank you so much for supporting me. So, I'm sorry to keep you all waiting, because I have a busy days going on at the moment, because I have college in 2 days normally, in part-time, and I have also got art course going on and day centre attend on Thursdays. Some of you are quite unaware of that. Okay, so some of you might know I have previously read Bambi's Grow Up on that previous video, so I'll show you today. I'm going to read to you. I have got Walt Disney's Bambi. It was published by Disney's Wonderful World of Reading. Some of you are quite familiar with this cover. It's got a picture of Bambi and Thumper and Flower. And this is published by Gruler Book Club Edition. This is American edition. This is American book publication. So, by seconds, it's time. Shall I read to you guys if you like to listen? So, if you are happy, if you enjoy our video, so give your thumbs up and what comes down below. If you don't enjoy it, give a dislike button. Okay, so hope you enjoy it. So let's begin with you guys. So enjoy. Early one spring morning, the quiet of the woods was broken by the thumping sound. It was Thumper the rabbit loudly thumping his foot on the log. Wake up, Thumper cried. The new prince of the forest has been born. The animals all followed Thumper to the thicket, where the doe nestled with her sleeping fawn. Congratulations, Owl said to the mother deer. This is a very special day. The mother deer gently nudged the fawn. Wake up, she said. Meet your new friends. The fawn tried to stand on his new legs. Look, he's getting up, Thumper cried, hopping over to watch. Kind of wobbly, isn't he? He remarked. Before the fawn was up on all four legs. He picked through his legs to look at Thumper. What are you going to call him? Thumper asked. I'll call him Bambi. The doe said. Bambi seemed to like his name. Bambi and Thumper soon became best friends. Every day, Thumper told Bambi something new about the forest. Those are birds. Thumper told Bambi one day. Say bird. But bird! Bambi shouted, frightening away the little forest creatures. You did it! Thumper laughed. You can talk. Bambi was very proud of himself. He wanted to try again. That's a butterfly, Thumper explained. And those pretty things are flowers. Just then, the little black and white face poked out of a flower patch. Flower? Bambi said. Thumper giggled. That's not a flower. He can call me a flower if he wants to, said the skunk. I don't mind. Spring turned into summer. One warm day, Bambi's mother said, Follow me. We are going to the meadow. What's the meadow? Bambi asked. His mother said, It has long grass and room to run, and you can play with some other deer there. Thumper told me there were other deer in the forest, but I've never seen any. Bambi said. He couldn't wait to meet them. At the edge of the woods, Bambi could see an open space with waving grass. He was about to run and out when his mother stopped him. Bambi, wait. You must always be sure that meadow is safe before you run out. She told him, the meadow is wide and open, so we have to be very careful. Bambi's mother made sure that the meadow was safe. Then she called Bambi out of hiding. What fun Bambi had at the meadow. He and Thumper chased the frog to the pond. The frog croaked and jumped into the water. Bambi bent down to have a drink of cold water. He saw another little fawn's face join his in the reflection. Who's this? He wondered. Bambi ran to find his mother. This is Feline. His mother told him, do you want to play? Feline asked Bambi. He nodded. So the two fawns began chasing each other around the meadow. Bambi and Feline quickly became friends. Suddenly, all became still on the meadow. Bambi and Feline looked up. A strong deer with large antlers was walking slowly toward them. The young prince stared at the great buck. The buck turned his head and looked at Bambi kindly. Then he continued on his way back into the woods. Bambi and his mother watched him go. Who is he? Bambi whispered to his mother. He is your father. Bambi's mother answered, the great prince of our forest. Summer turned into autumn. The days grew shorter and soon golden leaves began to fall from the trees. The wind swept across the meadow and icy water of a stream made Bambi shiver that winter was coming. Bambi woke up one morning to see the forest had turned white. What's all this white stuff? He asked. It's snow. His mother explained. Winter has came. Bambi stepped out of his den. Bloop, a big pile of snow landed right on his head. Come on, called Bambi, Thumper. Let's go sliding on the stiff water. The two friends hurried to the pond. Whee! Then Thumper laughed as he slid across the ice. Bambi tried to follow him. Crash! Down he fell on the slippery ice. You have to keep both ends up at the same time, Thumper explained, trying to help. Thumper gave Bambi a push and the little deer slipped and slid across the pond until he landed right outside of Flower's den. Bambi and Thumper wanted those little skunk to play with. No thanks. I'll see you in the spring. Flower said with a yawn. He's always slept right through winter. The snow had covered the plants on the ground, and Bambi and the other deer had a hard time finding food. The little fawn didn't like eating a chewy bark from the trees, but there was nothing else to eat. Winter's short is long. Bambi, he missed the soft green grass. I think there must be some grass at the meadow. Bambi's mother said, let's go and see. Bambi was nibbling some tender grass when his mother raised her head. She sensed there was a danger nearby. Suddenly, his mother cried, "Run, Bambi, run!" The little one heard a thunderous noise as he dashed through the woods to safety. He reached the thicket, but his mother wasn't behind him any longer. "Mother," he called. Then Bambi's father came out of the forest. "Your mother can't be with you any longer. Now you must be brave. Come, my son." The great prince said. So Bambi followed him into the snowy woods. At last the sun warmed the earth, the flowers bloomed, and the tiny birds began to sing happy songs once more. "Oh my," yawned Owl. "It seems that spring is here again." Bambi and his friends had grown up over the winter. "I suppose you'll all be twitterpated now that spring is here." Owl told them. "What does that mean?" they asked. You fell in love," Owl said. "Just wait and see." Owl was right. Flower met a pretty girl skunk. Thumper flirted with a sweet girl rabbit. And when Feline saw Bambi, she gave him a big kiss. They were all twitterpated. Bambi and Feline still liked to go to the meadow together, but instead of playing tag, they walked quietly side by side. One morning, woke up to the strange smell in the wind. He left Feline and climbed the mountain, where he was met by his father. The two deer saw a stream of smoke rising from the woods below. Fire! Feline woke up and began to search for Bambi. The smell of smoke was stronger now. Suddenly, the group of dogs began to chase her. Feline was trapped by a growling pack of dogs. But then, Bambi raced to her rescue. Bambi lowered his head and drove the dogs away with his pointed antlers. "Run, Feline," he shouted. The young dog jumped across the cliffs to safety. Bambi leaped across the cliff to follow Feline. He reached the other side, but the young prince was hurt. A thick cloud of smoke moved closer and closer. Bambi heard a familiar voice. "Get up, Bambi, the fire is almost here." It was the great prince of the forest. Bambi struggled to his feet. The two deer raced through the forest to escape the terrible fire. Bambi and his father came to the river. Bambi closed his eyes and jumped, sailing over the waterfall. They were safe. All the forest creatures had gathered on the island in the middle of the river. Feline rushed over to Bambi. They sadly watched as the forest burned, but the fire did not destroy the forest completely. By the next spring, the trees were green again. Thump, thump, thump. Thumper was calling the animals of the forest. "Come and see," he shouted. Thumper and Flower and their children hurried to see Feline, but her side, blinking in the sunlight, were two tiny thorns. "Prince Bambi must be very proud," said Owl. Owl was right once again, for Bambi stood proudly watching over his family as the new great prince of the forest. The end. So, I hope you guys liked Disney classic Bambi so much on his storybook version. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for listening to me when I read to you. I hope you feel more entertaining and makes you feel happy. So please stay tuned on another next video, and I hope we are